Picture your own jealousy for a moment. Picture acting on that jealousy if you haven't already. Where does it lead? What sort of consequences did you face? What did you lose, and do you wish you could have it back? Now, picture being on the receiving end of someone else's selfishness. If it's happened to you before, remember how it felt when they attacked you and either stole or destroyed whatever was precious to you. For most people, that first instinct is to return that pain in any way they can and punish them in ways often greater than what was inflicted in the first place. But where does that leave everyone, other than with friendships broken and filled with hatred? Whatever was lost both physically and emotionally is never fixed or replaced. The cycle continues in both the perpetrator and the victim. So if revenge-based punishment doesn't help when it's exhibited on someone else, then how is it any more useful to exhibit this on ourselves? Guilt is necessary. Guilt is a sign of a healthy conscience. Guilt is regret for the selfish actions that we take which harms both ourselves and others, and is unfortunately one of the more powerful tools in creating peace for making sure that these things don't ever happen again. But when employed like what we saw in Do Princesses Dream of Magic Sheep, it's just as harmful as whatever it is we're guilty for. Let's use analogies to compare the two most likely consequences for this mentality. Imagine acquiring a wound from the punishment of harming someone through selfishness. Through your guilt, you punish yourself further by reopening that wound every day. Will that wound ever heal? No, it won't. If anything, the gash will simply become infected. And there's more to this than simply what someone does to themselves. These scars are visible to those around us and shows that whatever caused this wound has happened recently, leaving them unable to tell if you've learned your lesson, leading to those around you to keep their distance. If your guilt is so strong and obvious and recent, how can anyone be certain you'll not repeat it on them? In short, how can anyone forgive you if you can't forgive yourself? This will lead back onto yourself, of course, and without being given the chance, we can't have that external moral support that's necessary to let these wounds heal. This cycle leads to nothing but a slow and painful death. It's easy to hate someone when they've wronged you. It's easy to hate ourselves when we truly understand the pain that we've caused others through selfishness and jealousy. But revenge and self-punishment helps nothing. So why not seek forgiveness instead? Let the wound heal, and the actions that we take to rebuild what we've broken convey our desire to improve. Whatever we have lost through our actions and the guilt that we carry is punishment enough. All of this is much easier said than done, of course, and like everything, there are two sides to it. Such as how Luna had once harmed her sister, Equestria, and the main six by allowing herself to become Nightmare Moon. Even when the tables are turned, it's just as much our responsibility to forgive. As was Luna's case, the guilt that she felt was too great to let go of on her own. The only way to stop the Tantabus, a manifestation of how these wounds only become more infected and spread to those around us, was for Princess Luna to be shown that her desire to improve was demonstrated within her attempts to save her friends, and that the guilt was unnecessary. In order to start the healing process, we must strive to fix what we've broken and forgive ourselves. Sometimes we need to start that cycle of healing for others when the feeling of guilt is too great. It was through this that Princess Luna was able to stop her pain from spreading to others, banish her nightmares, and finally get a good night's rest. And now, maybe we can do the same. And that's the moral of the story. If you have anything you would like to hear discussed or reviewed, you can drop your suggestions by following BrawnyBuck on Tumblr or sending an email to bronydebates@gmail.com. Be sure to check out Irish John's channel for some funny short films, as well as MechUser23's channel for some cool gameplay videos, and thank them for all of their support. Feel free to check out my Patreon to see how you can support my channel and what you'll get in return. Big thanks to all of those supporting me already. Have a great day, and I look forward to hearing from all of you soon.